This naturalrefrigerants.com article is being read by an automated voice. The Move to minus 15 degrees Celsius coalition expands membership fivefold in bid to improve cold chain by Michael Gary. Published July 30th, 2025. The Move to minus 15 degrees Celsius coalition, a global sustainability initiative dedicated to exploring and enabling an increase in the standard temperature set point of the frozen food cold chain from minus 18 degrees Celsius to minus 15 degrees Celsius, has grown fivefold to 55 members since its launch at the United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP28, in December 2023. The coalition provided that update last month on World Refrigeration Day, June 26th. The minus 18 degrees Celsius international standard temperature for frozen food was established almost a century ago, but logistics and technology have evolved significantly in the decades since. The coalition believes that raising the frozen food set point by 3 degrees centigrade would help to reduce CO2e emissions, cut energy use, and future-proof the frozen food supply chain. We are challenging ourselves to make refrigeration more efficient, equitable, and climate-aligned, said Thomas Eskison, chair of the Move to minus 15 degrees Celsius coalition. The case for change remains clear, including finding efficiencies within today's regulations. The Move to minus 15 degrees Celsius coalition will continue to lead by example, grounded in evidence and strengthened by global collaboration. According to the coalition, raising the standard set point for frozen foods to minus 15 degrees Celsius could cut global emissions by 17.7 million metric tons of CO2e annually, the equivalent of the annual emission of 3.8 million cars, without compromising food safety or quality. In addition, the change could save 5 to 7% of annual energy usage throughout the cold chain, and potentially as high as 12%, said the coalition. A range of cold chain members. Launched by Dubai-based global logistics firm DP World, the coalition is now supported by leading companies in the cold chain, from food producers and storage specialists to logistics firms, technology providers, and retailers. Members include AJC Group, Maersk, Dakin, Copeland, Morrisons, and Lineage Logistics, with recent commitments from Costco Shipping, Holt Logistics, JB Hunt, Americold, Indicold, Orbcom, C-Cube Container Leasing, IKEA, the University of Oxford's Energy and Power Group, and Avico. The coalition has also partnered with independent experts from the International Institute of Refrigeration in Paris and the University of Birmingham, UK, among others, to review this temperature standard for this sector. On June 26th, members met in London to share the latest research and agree on collective strategy. The coalition has been engaged in research projects, including the 3 Degrees of Change report and an 18-month trial by Nomad Foods and Campton BRI. These studies suggest that increasing the frozen food temperature set point from minus 18 degrees Celsius to minus 15 degrees Celsius does not compromise food safety or quality across a range of products, with microbial activity remaining inactive below minus 12 degrees Celsius and no significant impact observed on taste, texture, or nutrition, the coalition said. In its next phase, the coalition is partnering with Frostech, a research project led by Wageningen Food and Bio-Based Research, to identify and address practical challenges in changing the frozen food temperature standard. In addition, the coalition is also collaborating on near-term initiatives, such as moving from minus 22 degrees Celsius to minus 18 degrees Celsius in certain segments of the cold chain, which is possible within current operations and regulatory boundaries. These incremental changes reinforce the principle that every degree counts, and that meaningful emissions and energy savings can be achieved now, said the coalition. In another cold chain initiative, the Global Cold Chain Alliance, GCCA, a member of the coalition, and the American Frozen Food Institute, AFFI, have recently developed a new protocol to standardize and modernize temperature monitoring across the frozen food supply chain, tracking fluctuations from production to distribution,